today's society, it is becoming increasingly easy for people to become overwhelmed in their daily tasks and their own personal lives. Now, personally for me, I often get overwhelmed with homework because I think that if I wait, I will still be able to get it done on time and produce quality work. Now, while I can only get my work done, other people feel that they can get their work done on top of being actively involved in other extracurricular activities such as sports or other academic activities. People may get too much homework on their plate at once and will have to make a decision rather than trying to do everything at once, and at this point they have come at a crossroads which could affect them in their lives because they care about both of these areas deeply and they're important to them. Now, in history, world leaders may feel like they've bit off more than they can chew. For example, after 9/11, George Bush was president of the United States at the time, and he may have felt overwhelmed and may have felt that he had taken on a responsibility too great for himself, and may have wondered if there was someone better than him to do this job. And in that way, he may have become stressed out and turned to the people around him for help and tried to get as much assistance as possible when addressing the nation after this tragedy. Now, as an adult, it is possible that you have this happen to you when you are joining the workforce. Now, when you get a new job, you may think that you are able to handle a higher workload than others around you in order to gain a promotion. Now, it may at first seem like a good idea, but you soon realize that when you have this much work, it is impossible to get it all done on time, which ends up ruining your reputation, which is the opposite of what you had intended. Now, in that way, you should try to look at yourself and look inward and try to understand your limits, because if you don't, you may end up taking on more than you are able to handle, bite off more than you can chew. And so, I feel like I would advise you to always look before you act and consider what you are doing, and if you need to, just tell the person who asked you to do the task that you are not qualified to do it. And if you need to, you can ask other people to help you with the task and advise your superiors that you may need help from others, and in that way they can give you the help that you need.